What's up guys, and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. This is the Captain speaking. So by now we've covered a few topics on this channel guys, such as should you go to college, should you hold the door open for the lady, what should you wear, how should you smell guys, all these sorts of things, right? But today I really felt like I wanted to kind of go back to the basics and just go over a few of those basic quote-unquote physical attractive qualities that every guy should have as a Christian young man, or even if you're not a young man, just as a general guy. That's why guys, today's video is basic attractive qualities that every guy should have, even if you're not Christian, because the people that are not Christian will be stealing them from you, I promise. Okay guys, so I've said this 1,000 times and you probably can see this coming from like 50 miles away guys. You have to look good first of all, okay? First things first is they can't smell you first, they look and see you, and you have to look good. This means that your clothes need to be clean. You have to have your hair done right. If you've got to grow hair out, grow it out. If you've got to cut it. Whatever makes you look your best, that's what you've got to do guys. You have to look good. I don't just mean going to JCPenney's and buy the first suit top that you see lined up on the counter, okay? You've got to make sure that what you're wearing looks good on you. It has to be authentic. It has to be authentic you and it has to be uniquely you, okay? We wear these. Should you wear these? I'm not saying that you should, but you should if it looks good on you guys. Like, I'm serious. I make these and we wear them and it looks good on me. At least so I think so, and other people seem to think so too. But anyways, guys, you have to look good. You have to dress in ways that speak you. Nobody else will wear them but you, and you look good in it, right? It sets you apart and it makes you something desirable rather than said. On top of that guys is number 2, which is what you cannot smell like, pun intended. Do not walk into any... Okay, so here's the deal. If you're going to something like a singles event, now I just said that people look and see you, right? They see you before anything as they clap eyes on you. What is he wearing? Does he look good? Is his hair all full of nasty night bugs or something? Or does he look good and dressed, and is he right, groomed and a decent, respectable looking fellow? Now, second to that is that if you pass that inspection, second is that they'll get close enough to you, and if you smell like you died and came back to life, what can I tell you? Game over. You lose, guys. You cannot smell like a dead thing if you want to be any type of attractive to any type of woman, because no lady wants to sit there and smell your dirty butt for 30 minutes at a time trying to get to know you, and it doesn't work like that. If you smell bad, she's not going to want to get to know you. She's going to be out the door and it's going to serve you right. I don't just mean like wear some cologne or something and that should fix the problem. No, guys, I'm talking about hygiene. Oral hygiene, face, body, all the armpits. Scrub your armpits, guys. Another trick that I'll tell you is that hair breeds warmth, moisture, breeds bacteria makes you smell, and it's just the truth, guys. What I would suggest is that you get rid of the hair on those certain places that are very prone to smelling bad very quickly. If you know what I mean, I'll just generalize it and leave it at that point and let you get the rest on your own. Number 3, guys, is that you have manners. So let's take the scenario that I just brought up, okay? So let's say you're going to a singles event, right? And this is in a church or some camp meeting or something like that. And you go in there and you're acting like a brute, you're acting like you're a savage, it doesn't have any manners, you're saying things that you shouldn't, and it's just generally a disaster. You don't want to be that guy, guys. You got to get manners. That's another thing I've said in the beginning, way earlier on in the channel, which I'm going to reiterate the fact now, guys. You have to have manners, specific manners that define you as a respectable and attractive person in any case, right? You can't be anybody that's just saying anything, doing anything, and just acting any way. It has to be, you gotta represent well. You gotta represent the kingdom well, you gotta represent yourself well, and you gotta represent your family well, guys, because that's all a part of it, okay? If you're just some idiot bumbling about on the street or saying things you shouldn't or doing things you shouldn't, it's unattractive, and nobody's gonna want to actually call you their husband. Number 4 on the list of attractive qualities is for a Christian man, guys, is that you are responsible. I can't tell you how big this is, and that I would even say this translates into not being lazy, right? Because I've said that also on this channel, guys. You shouldn't be lazy if you're a Christian guy and if you're a grown man, just generally, period. But if you're responsible, like you do your own laundry, you can cook, you can do things, you can take care of the chores around the house, guys. If you're somebody that is actually responsible as a young man, this is extremely an attractive quality, because nowadays, guys, let's just face it, the world is going down a dirt hole, and nobody wants to take care of the stuff that they should be taking care of, okay? It's up to you to make these things happen. If you're not responsible, you don't do your own laundry, you wait for your mom to come home and do it, or you can't cook, you have to go buy McDonald's or something, it's just, what are you doing? I can't help you. She can't help you. Well, she can, but she doesn't want to. Nobody's going to want to enslave themselves to your lazy butt if you don't want to take responsibility for what you should do. Guys, it's time for you to be a man. It's time for you to get up and be responsible if you want to get married. That's just the truth, and I'm not going to soften it for you. Number 5 on the attractive qualities chart, guys, is, okay, so this one is going to get kind of controversial. You don't simp. Now, how do I define this? Okay, because it's like the desire to simp comes from a place of wanting her to like you, wanting the other opposite sex to fall in love with you and actually give you a chance, right? The problem with simping is that this does the exact opposite effect, okay? So here's the deal. Ladies, a lot of girls, just generally in life, they have a lot of guys just running after them, okay? They have a lot of guys just doing anything, saying anything, just to get a moment with them, and this is disgusting to them. They've had enough of that. All the guys are just out to get them, okay? If you're the one guy who's like willing to be like, no, I'm not just gonna like chase you around for no reason because I don't know you and you might be somebody that I don't like. Guys, this is extremely attractive because it shows her that you are not just out to smooch or, just to bed a girl, right? You want somebody responsible, and you're willing to forego like self-gratification in the immediate term, right? To potentially get somebody who's a little longer lasting, if that makes sense, right? You're willing to pursue somebody who's willing to maintain a healthy and strong relationship over the course of a long time. And that is important, and ladies find that extremely attractive. I can't tell you. It's the truth. You don't have to listen to me, but I did tell you. Number 6 on the attractive quality charts, guys, is that you talk with your hands, right? I've said this before. If you're expressive, if you're engaging, if you're somebody who's interesting, guys, this is more attractive than somebody who's not. So here's the deal. We tend to hang out with people that we find more interesting and more just generally attractive. Like, not even necessarily from a romantic sense, but just generally more attractive than somebody who's not, right? Part of the reason for that is because people that talk with their hands tend to be more engaging and more attractive, right? They want to look you in the eyes and they want to actually express what they're saying. And this, guys, it gives you more than just in the dating arena or the opposite sex game, I suppose, or some of you I've heard somebody say. It gives you a better opportunity. It amplifies your opportunities above Sid in just generally getting a job, like crushing it in life, just generally. If you're more engaging, if people like you, if you're not like just somebody who takes himself way too seriously and stands in a corner and pouts, then, guys, you've got more opportunities than the person who does. I keep saying, guys, the world is a very judgmental place, and it's unfortunate, but if we like you, you do better at life. And that's it for you. You win. Talk with your facial expressions, talk with your hands, guys, and you will be more attractive to everyone. Number 7 is you do charitable acts. Notice I did not say you give to charity, okay? Those are two totally different things, okay? If you're somebody that's actually helping out in ministry, like locally, in a local ministry, like you're handing food to people on the streets or something, or you're doing a food drive or stuff like that, guys, this is, a lot of times people need that stuff, and it's something that I think it's a really, really great thing that, and you guys probably might know that I'm no fan of the government at this point, but I think it's one of the best things that the government has actually done in terms of us being able to help our fellow man like immediately and not just hand money to charities. Because a lot of those charities, guys, they just take your money and it's going right back. Like Jeff Bezos and all those people, Donald Trump, like stuff like that, they take the money and it just goes right back into them. That's why Africa stays poor. That's why all these poor countries, all the money that's been given, do you really think Africa should be poor? Africa's richer than America with all of the billions and trillions of dollars. Taxpayers' dollars, mind you, your money that is going to these places that never gets to them, guys. So that's just a little rabbit trail there, guys. But anyways, if you're somebody that is into charity, like charitable acts, and you're giving to people, you're helping people, just generally in ministry, I don't know, you fly to somewhere and just to help out, this is extremely attractive because it shows that you are a compassionate soul and that you're actually willing to go get your hands dirty to see something good done in the world, okay? There's lesser and lesser, there is lesser and lesser of these people nowadays, guys. And if you belong to that minority group, you have my approval, first of all, and you're more attractive than Sid. Last but not least, guys, it should have been first, maybe, or something, but it is that you have a good moral compass. Now, this is above thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, all those things, right? So if you have a good moral compass, if you're somebody that's you're actually bound by an unspoken code of honors, and just generally as a kind of like a martial arts type deal, if you know what I'm talking about. Like if you have a code of honor and respect, a set of morals that you won't pass, or there's things you just won't do that's not even written in the Bible, this is extremely attractive, and it's a good quality for you to have because it shows that you're somebody that won't cross certain lines, especially in a relationship, in a long-term relationship. This is something that is extremely useful. Not only is it useful, but I think it's necessary. No, I don't think it's necessary. It is necessary. Generally, be an amiable soul that won't do certain things to get back at her. This is extremely attractive. There you have it, guys. 8 attractive qualities that I feel like every guy should have. If you're a Christian, if you're not a Christian, then this is also okay for you, because the non-Christian guys are going to steal what I'm telling you on this video, guys. If you dug the video, go ahead and drop some of these. Like, smash, subscribe, share the content, guys. We need all the help we can get to share this content to other people so that they too can be more attractive than Sid.